Previously on War on the Sea, Centrifugal Offensive. Between the 11th and the 13th of July 1943, the Imperial Japanese forces continued to support the invasion of Batavia. Our constant troop reinforcements have turned the tide in the battles for the regions of Java. Despite a small number of enemy troop drops, our troops remain in the ascendancy and will seize control of the military bases in short order. The enemy has not abandoned their forces on Java, and they continue to make attempts to break through our blockade, to reinforce and resupply their forces. We have made the cost of these efforts extremely high for them, sinking a Kent heavy cruiser HMS Dorsetshire along with a Dutch light cruiser. This was enough for the remaining destroyer and merchants to head home. The enemy is adapting, however. They are no longer able or willing to commit any large assets to the blockade running missions, and have instead set up smaller, harder to locate convoys of a small number of escort ships with one or maybe more merchant or troop ships. The main thrust of their attack now comes in the form of submarine warfare. They have sent their subfleets to attack our carriers and our cruisers that are blockading the island of Java. To counter this, the Imperial Japanese Navy have deployed further ASW groups to hunt these underwater threats. In the past 2 days, they have successfully sunk 6 enemy subs, but one thing is for sure, more are sure to follow. So as 6 AM rolls by, the aircraft are launched from our carriers, and the caps are up, so that's all good. So we've got the invasion force heading back around to Soyabaja to rearm and stuff, and we've also got the ASW group of these 2 patrol boats and the Atsuki destroyer, which is damaged, coming around there. One thing we were going to do was get some more. We've got 83 command points. We're going to get some more anti-submarine, won't we? Because that seems to be the biggest threat that's hidden us in the last few days. Okay, so I think anyone else? I think that's all done. I think we're done there. So we've got the Kageru who's going to run this one. So let's rename this ASW2, and I want you to set course down here and start hunting some submarines down here. Good. Very high wielding depth charges. You see 48 depth charges per little destroyer there, and they are ready to hunt some sub, which is good. So hopefully we'll get those patrolling down there. We'll get these guys probably we need to retire them, to be fair. I might get another group. Yeah, let's get a couple more of these Autori class destroyers. I quite like them. 48 depth charges. What are these? 3. Okay, let's get a couple of these patrol boats as well. Only 18 spent. Good. So that's a lighter version. Let's get those. They can be ASW3. And they can set course down here and sort of hunting, because I'm sure they'll start sending them after the battleship group as well. Okay, and then we could perhaps retire this group or get them to rest and repair. At 11:37, one of our recon aircraft have spotted some contacts on the water. There they are. 3 ships. Look to be a small escort and 2 maybe destroyers. Okay, well, we can maybe have a go at them, get an air strike up just to see if we can knock a couple of those ships out, but nothing terribly important by the looks of it. Okay, that spotter plane was this one here. We got some subs in the area, and also we got the battleship group here. What do we got in terms of? We got 9 ANs and 1 Betty. Well, we can send the ANs up, I suppose. Send them on course. Yeah, they've just about got the range. Cool. And then Dempensar. Got 3 Bettys, we can send them up as well. That should all be what's required, and we'll see how we go. We've got the cruisers down here. Perhaps I could send them up to intercept before they get towards the battleship group. Don't know. Enjoy using the cruisers. They've proved their worth, incredibly so, in the last few days. At 12:40, our Bettys have arrived in the area. That sounds like we've spotted them. There they are over there. Okay, let's start descending in preparation for our attack. Okay, here we come. Starting our attack run now. We are going for this, what we think is a V-class destroyer. All 3 going for that one target. If we drop early, there's a good... Oh, lost lead flight. Got some wicked anti-aircraft fire coming from that ship. So we're going to try and finish them off to allow the Ands a little bit of a safer passage. Oh, we might be going down soon. Torpedoes dropped. Good drop. Let's get out of here. Well, we got a good strike, and she's definitely getting lower in the water quickly. One just slipped 4 of the bow, I think, so hopefully 1 torpedo will be enough to sink her. And there she goes. Brilliant. We lost an aircraft, but the enemy has lost another precious destroyer. Now the Ands come in and try and hit the other 2 just as hard. Confirmation then. 3 aircraft attacked. We lost 1 sadly, lead flight. However, the other 2 were able to attack and sink the V-class destroyer for 1,090 tons, leaving just 2 ships left. 1 already with heavy damage and minor flooding. As always with these things, the Ands arrive moments later, and we are unable to find those remaining 2 ships. The Ands don't have much of a range, so they may not be able to patrol around the area to find them, so that we may not be able to get that second attack that we have so wished for. Now, the Ands are returning back to base, unable to find those remaining 2 ships, sadly. Got the cruisers coming up here, which is good. We've got the Nates from Sabaja covering the battleship group. Yeah, let's send the cruisers. Let's send the cruisers up here, see if they can spot anything in that area. I'm not sure what these subs are doing. Let's give them a more likely patrol. They'll find something. Ugh, devil. Right, just before 12 AM on the 14th, the anti-submarine, the original one, has been rearmed, so we're going to send them down here to the tip of the Indian Ocean to start patrolling on there. Meantime, AWS-2 is coming down here as well. AWS-3 is coming through the Salibi Sea and will be joining us shortly. At 2 o'clock, our anti-submarine patrol coming round the western tip of Java have detected something. Okay, the Gagaru has identified a target submerged in that direction. Let's send a couple of the ships, or the other 2, listen in. We've got the Hayodori, and I can see torpedoes inbound. Turn hard to starboard. Oh, she actually manoeuvred really well. Okay, 4 torpedoes coming in there. There may be a second sub. Okay, those torpedoes have been dodged. So our target is over here. So there's a second sub. We'll send this ship up to investigate that. We're going far too fast at the moment to actually hear that one. Those torpedoes should be safe from the rest of the group. We've got more torpedoes. just 2 as we're closing in on our target. They seem to be going out helplessly wide as well. Oh, that depth charge seemed to knock out the propulsion for this sub as the destroyer turns sharply around him. Yeah, I'm really liking this sub hunter. It's a lovely ship, fast moving, very maneuverable. Does just what you want. Looks like she's coming shallow. There she is. Boom. Put some hits into her. What? No, come on! The sub's deck gun wouldn't do all that damage. Let's see a torpedo. Oh, come on. I'm quite... Oh, honestly. Look at the damage that caused. Oh my goodness. That's silly. Anyway, one sub sunk, and the other one has been detected again. Good. Ah, happy days. I thought I asked you to stop. Why are you still moving? At speed. I can still see you powering up. No. It would be good if they did what was asked as well. Okay, we got a Sargo class sub here. Oh, and our depth charges look... Oh, that one's going to do some damage. That's got to have buckled the hull. The engines have stopped. I think she may have got her. And she's descending. Yep. She may emergency blow, but I think this one's in serious trouble. Confirmation then. 2 further enemy subs sunk. Now, I reckon these are the 2 that were probably hunting the invasion force and the carrier in that group. It's a K8 sub sunk for 810 tons and a Sargo class sub for 2,388 tons. I'm delighted to say, was it the Otori? Was able to repair all damage. And they put those crazy fires out. So no damage done. We've spent a few depth charges, but 2 further subs sunk. 10-4, we've got a couple of Jake spotter planes out. And they've spotted something. What have they spotted? Oh, hello. One is down there firing at us. It looks to be... Oh, hello. Is that 2 destroyers and escorting what could be a troop ship or merchant ship heading towards... Soyabaja. So, okay. Maybe this, because this is literally just west of where the cruisers are, so maybe this was what triggered them earlier on, but they weren't close enough to identify them. Okay. I may swing the cruisers round to see if they can finish these off. Looks like a Clemson destroyer. I'm not quite sure what that is, and definitely a merchant or troop ship there. Looks like they're trying to reinforce their beleaguered marines fighting. Let's see if we can put pay to that. Right, so here are the Jake planes, and we've got the cruisers heading right round to see if they can intercept. I might also send the ANs up. They're desperate for a fight, aren't they? So let's send the ANs up to try and get some experience as well. At 10-5, our cruisers have encountered something again. Now I'm hoping it's that small group we spotted. Nothing yet. These don't have radar, which makes targeting and identifying targets from long range tricky. So we'll just try and use our speed to close in and hopefully identify them with the old Mark 1 eyeball. Okay, no joy that time. But what I've realised, since we've had the slight issues with the aircraft resetting. Okay, he doesn't have one. Let's see if we can get one of the spotter aircraft. There we go. Let's get them to fly closed circuit around the ships, so you know they can spot if anything's coming. So there we go. Give us a better chance of when you go into engagements as well that they may be able to spot targets on the horizon. Okay, we've identified them. They're heading away. The ANs have run out of fuel. They weren't able to actually go, but the cruisers should be able to close in on them. But we're going into the hours of darkness now, so they won't have their spotter planes to assist. At 7 PM, our cruisers are nearing what we hope will be that small group of 2 escort ships and a troop ship. Right, we got a bit of a glimpse of something over on the horizon. Over here. I can't see it now. But we're turning. We think we may have caught up with that small convoy. Okay, at 7:30, we've caught up with them. And now our cruisers are locking on. Okay, here they are then. Yes, we've got the star shells have gone up and now they're starting to land at some shots around the vicinity. Looks like the Clemson destroyer and the destroyer behind are going to be the primary targets. I'm trying to see where the little flickers on the horizon are. Ah, there they are. Closing in on this trailing destroyer here. Okay, we got fires going, and they're starting to return fire. I think that burning destroyer is turning. Oh, it just got hits again. It's turning, and maybe to cause a distraction or make it smoke screen for the other two to get away. There comes the return fire. Okay, that destroyer is continuing to get pummeled, where some attention is now being shifted to the merchant ship. Oh yes, a couple of hits there. She looks in trouble. Hopefully the cruisers will be able to finish this off pretty quick without expending too much ammunition. With 2 burning, the Clemson is making a run for it, but I think, yes, they've started targeting it now to stricken this as well and disable it. And hopefully we can finish all 3 ships off. The other 2 are burning, but they're not gone yet. But you can see the group is now targeting the Clemson. Okay, all 3 ships are now alight. The Clemson over there, the merchant ship here, and the other destroyer, which is somewhere in that smoke bank. I can't see it. Lots of visual on the other destroyer, but yeah, we'll hopefully get them. We've disabled them, or we've slowed them down to a significant degree. Now we need to finish them off, because the longer we keep them going, obviously they're going to start firing shells. And they have been, and they're going to start landing a few shells, and that'll probably do some unneeded and unnecessary damage to our ships, so time to get these sunk pretty quick now. And there goes the merchant ship. Fantastic. 1 down, 2 damaged destroyers to go. Right, as the smoke from the merchant slowly dwindles, I think the other destroyer is indeed making a smoke screen while the Clemson is running, burning and running at the same time. Will she be able to run fast enough to escape our guns? Possibly. We'll see how it goes. Well, the smoke is clearing, so hopefully that second destroyer, if it hasn't already sunk, will be highlighted for the others to target. Fire's raging now. How is this thing still going? Well, they're still fighting the fires as best they can. But surely that's gone. That's going to be getting very hot everywhere on the board now. Well, I think this has got to be gone now. Even the cruisers have stopped firing at it. Unfortunately, with the dwindling light, we soon were unable to identify the 2 destroyers. We sank the merchant M1 for 3,778 tons, which was the priority. However, the Isaac's Suez destroyer with heavy damage and heavy flooding, and the Clemson with critical damage and heavy flooding were able to escape in the darkness. Well, unfortunately, the following morning, those 2 destroyers, maybe they sunk during the night, but we were unable to detect them. The cruiser has been sailing on. They may have gone up here, of course. There's no port up there to repair. I'd have thought they'd come down, well, probably down to Darwin, wouldn't they? But yeah, I think probably we'll turn the cruisers back there. That's fine. We got the anti-submarine patrol hunting around there, and we got this one hunting around there, plus the third one coming down here. Now, I may bring them down here, and I want them to do anti-submarine patrols here. Coaching currently just has troops, so we'll load these guys up with troops. Because what we might do is do a strike on another target, just to kind of force the enemy to send resources to that location to try and defend it when it's kind of like a feint almost. So let's manage cargo and get troops loaded on all these ships. We have a fair few thousand troops loaded up here. So there we go, nice sizable force, and we'll get them. So where are we going to strike? We could strike, this is going to be a tough one. Manado is going to be a tough level 3 port and airfield. We probably want, there you go, level 3 airfield on Kendari, or perhaps Kopeng. Kopeng might be the one. M1, level 1. So, you know, these are the ones we want to try and strike, just to kind of draw the enemy away from, you know, Java, basically. So let's set course. Let's get these sailing down here, and we'll decide what to do with them when they get here. Meanwhile, up here, what have we got in Tarakan? We've got 60 fuel and engineering and 900 supplies. So what do we need down here? We need all of it, basically. Oh wow, we need the supplies for sure. Oh no, hang on, is it this one? Yeah, it is soy budget. We need the supplies. Oh, we're so short of supplies, it's unreal. Right, okay. Let's manage cargo. We might as well get some troops on those ships. Let's get some fuel on that one. Good. Right, so we'll send this one on course. Hug in there, and we'll bring that to Soybaja. Still nowhere near being able to collect a level upgrade for the airbase there, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And at 4:47 on the 15th of July, Ngoro has been defeated. Yes, those troops have finally been squished, and that is now under our full command. Batavia still hasn't fallen. 35,500 troops fighting the good fight. I thought we'd keep that one going, but hopefully that's not too far away. And we've got 7,300 troops at Chilachap, which are fighting the good fight. We've got, well, basically these were some troops dropped off to cause a fuss. And Soyabaja, similar thing. I think we've got the troops to defeat them now. We've got the merchant ships moving down. However, we just had command points. So let's turn this fleet around and we'll get the rest of that oil. And so we've got another 1,300 supplies, 19 engineering and 90 fuel. We've also got some from there. So I'm going to turn these ships around as well. Yes, this is mainly a troop group, but as they're going by, we might as well bring that supply and oil. Well, they can't bring the oil down, but they can bring the engineering and the supplies down as well. At 6 AM the following morning, our anti-submarine fleet number 2 has identified possibly target. Yes, in goes the thing. South of Java. Oh, they are opening up. It seems to be... Oh, it's a surface vessel. It's a merchant ship and what looks to be probably an escort as well. Okay. Oh, actually, they look like they've got more teeth than us. So we've got a merchant ship, possibly troop ship, a Clemson destroyer, and whatever that is. Similar makeup to what we've just attacked in the night with the cruisers. Right, now that we've identified them, let's get out of here. We're going to lay some smoke. We are not really equipped with our small fleet to... this is an anti-submarine hunters. These are not really built to go head-to-head with the destroyers, so we're going to get out of here. Confirmation then, our small anti-submarine patrol was able to get away from the enemy. It looks like a child's destroyer, and I think that's a Clemson. That's a small transport from the Netherlands. So if we can raid this back and get some aircraft into the area, yeah, we were slightly outgunned. There wasn't worth risking our assets in that conflict. Right, so here is that ASW3. We've got another. Oh, we've got Soyabaja. We got the Bettys there. Excuse me. We can get them on course down to that location. We got Bettys here. Get them on course to that location. We've had a Dempensar, 4 Bettys as well. Brilliant. That should probably, hopefully, be enough. Meanwhile, I also noticed that our invasion force has made it back, or made it over here, so let's rearm all ships. Predominantly the heavy cruiser. And what we're going to do, once the... they're up here again, good. The troop ships return, we'll get the invasion force to go with them. Right, so these guys, let's manage all the cargo. So, you're okay. We'll leave those with troops, that's fine. And you. And you. What can you take? Let's drop those off and pick up the engineering there. Drop those off and pick up the engineering there. Good. That's probably the best way we can do this. Good. Right, let's get them heading around here. And you sail down to here. Perfect. Meanwhile, up at Karatan, completely different, opposite side of the world, but never mind. Manage cargo. Let's get. So we get that fuel on there, most of it anyway. We'll get that engineer. No, hang on. Supplies is good there. There we go. Good. Right, they're all. Everything's aboard. Let's get them. Set course down here, and hopefully we'll start being able to upgrade that to a level 4 airfield. Right, the first Bettys are on the scene where those ships were engaging. Where are they? Can we see them? That ping tells me that it has been spotted. Okay, here we go. You can see the same makeup of convoys. You've got the lead escort and then the escort on the far side. We're coming in for the right side to attack the merchant. And hopefully we can get at least a couple of these torpedoes on target. If we do miss, then there's a sporting chance that they may overrun and hit the Clemson behind. Well, we're coming at a bit of an angle. Torpedoes dropped. Okay, one of the aircraft has been downed. The others are dodging. Meanwhile, torpedoes inbound. Hits! One hit! I think another ship, aircraft have been shot down. One torpedo hit, the others have gone wide, which could spell trouble for the Clemson. No, I think she's further enough out of it that it's not going to be a problem for her. Not a great attack. One hit, 3 wide, the mark. That's probably the angle that came in wasn't quite right. But fingers crossed, one torpedo will be enough. Confirmation then. 3 of our 4 aircraft were shot down with heavy damage and heavy flooding caused to the merchant ship. Oh, torpedo spotted. Oh yeah, God, I see it. Oh, this is going to be last minute. Actually, no, if we just keep it straight, we should be just okay. Definitely subs in the area. Okay, destroy behind may be in trouble. Okay, further torpedoes in the water. One there, one there. We're going to come either side of it. We should be fine. There could be a second sub. We know there's a sub here. This one's closing on it, and we are keeping contact keeper. We may need to keep an eye on that destroyer, make sure they're safe as well. But yeah, there may be a second sub here. Oh, emergency blow. She is coming to the surface. Right, she should be surfacing up here somewhere. There's the one who's just done the run. Where's she going to come up? Should be about here. Be between us and the... Ah, there she is! Fire! Oh, straight away she fires. How'd they man the deck gun that quickly? Swinging our guns around. Boom, hits already. Oh, they're not getting any hits on our ship. A bit worried about that ship now. She thinks she's gone, she's gone. Good. Hopefully no damage to our boat over there. Confirmation then, a K-8 submarine sunk for 810 tons. And at 4:47 on the 16th, enemy troops have been defeated at Chilachap, which is great news. That is now fully under our control, as long as they don't drop any more troops in the area. Happy that is sorted. Right, Batavia, still going, 35. We've not only lost 200 more troops, so we're definitely in the ascendancy, but not completely dominated. And again here, it can't be long before that's defeated as well. The good news, Batavia has fallen to our forces. Finally! Finally, that is under our control, which is great news. Also to let you know, we've purchased some more submarines, and they're going to patrol down here sitting basically in the bay to make sure that any ships, invasion ships coming in to drop any troops off, has to run past their gauntlet. So there we are. It's been a frustrating day. We keep spotting ships, having a bit of a snipe at them, but never been able to actually follow up with the main force to finish them off. We've got oilers coming down here with supplies and fuel to try and upgrade the airfield there, and we've got troops and some supplies coming down as well to try and get that upgraded. Then we'll load up troops onto, well, the remaining troops onto the troop ship, and we will go and strike one of these Kendari, perhaps. That could be a good one. Got a level 3 airbase, but if we send the aircraft carrier in, then it should be okay. Let's see if we can get Salibis. Oh no, we've got Manadu up there as well. So yeah, we might get that, and then we could do some air patrols around here, keep everything further back. Or Kopang would also be a good one to try and get, but I think we're going to go for Kendari. But we'll do that next time. It's been a, let's say, been a frustration. We lost a few aircraft today. Nothing more than that, thankfully. The enemy, well, they are really stinging from their attacks, aren't they? So, yeah, where do we start? Is it the Sargo submarine? No, the V-Class Destroyer was the first, wasn't it? So the V-Class Destroyer, Vendetta, Sargo Sea Dragon was sunk. The K8 submarine K8 was sunk, and the Merchant M1 was sunk, plus another K8 K9 was sunk. So a couple more, few ships are lost for the enemy. It definitely feels like they're going with submarine to attack our bigger task groups, and then escorting with destroyers and the odd troop ship and merchant ship. So yeah, that's why we're going to deploy a few more subs and a few more sub hunters, just to try and combat their change in tactics. But I think we're all set now. It's just a case of, yeah, it's just a case of being able to get the supplies into these two places to get the level 5 airfield, and then we're complete. As I say, we'll do a strike Kendari. Yes, we may try and take it. Well, we'll try and take it, but it's going to be kind of like a feint to try and get them to draw all their assets to this part of the map, and then these can sort of sort themselves out quietly in the background. So that's the plan going forward. We'll leave it there for now. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.